if it's new to anyone.
I just want to see and experience as many places as I can.
Interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond.
Middle.
This whale story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close.
So that's Corky right there.
And their natural behaviors.
That's the 63. She's 63.
Better understanding of these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
Or maybe that's Orca.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Their blowhole is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like your eyes are located in that white patch on the side of their head, but that's a visual distraction. Their eyes are actually located in a black area in front of the white patch, camouflage from rushing prey. The fin on the killer whale's back is called a dorsal fin, and it helps to stabilize them as they swim, and it also helps to regulate body temperature. There's no muscular or skeletal system in that, so over time, you might see it have a slight curve, like Keats. The flippers on either side of the body are called pectoral flippers, and are mainly used for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside them, just like the human hands. The lobes on either side of their tail are called flukes. Tail flukes are the killer whale's powerhouse, propelling them to speeds close to 30 miles per hour, as fast as our speedboats. And they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling nearly 10,000 pounds completely up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language.
Kasaka was the
Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation.
What's the word I'm looking for? Kasaka used to be the leader. But when she passed away, I don't know who's the alpha now. But
Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. Pectoral flaps are used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother might use a pec slap to get her calf's attention.
there's Shuka.
But if they really want to be heard, they breathe.
Yeah!
Sky hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt.
So that's Ulysses over there.
Fluke slaps are another form of communication you'll see killer whales use in the wild.
Oh, that's Baby Amaya. baby Amaya. She's the youngest.
Orcas are great communicators, so it's no wonder they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate
Shuka's
to
thrash.
survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
That's called the TNT.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Watch as Ikaika demonstrates a similar behavior movement right in front of
The
you.
kai.
Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. She was demonstrating that same wave-making technique right here at the front of the pool. One of the many impressive and complex hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world.
There's Shuka.
Now, you just saw those waves crashing right in front of you, but you really can't imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, we have two volunteers who are going to help demonstrate the power of the waves made by the whales. Let's give them a round of applause. I know you guys are already pretty wet from the day, so go ahead, have a seat right there. Hold on tight, scoot back just a little bit. Perfect. All right, it looks like Shuka is headed this direction. All right, here comes the whale, and here comes the wave. Oh my gosh! Great job, you guys. That's a great idea of just how powerful these whales are. Very nice. How about another round of applause? Since killer whales are found in every part of the ocean, it is no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale you see on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than any one of our killer whales. So, how does a killer whale this size eat a whale that size out in the ocean? It's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Amaya's going.
how they teach young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing their playful side, both in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when they swim fast, briefly breaking out of the water. You'll see them do this when catching a ride in the wake of a boat or when surfing in a wave. Orcas like to be touched and will often rub their bellies on rocks when they can. You'll see Shuka demonstrate a similar rubbing behavior right here. You'll also see killer whales mimic each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. They're always imitating and learning from each other. Playful behavior has a purpose. Many of the behaviors you've seen are used in hunting to stun fish.
Am I supposed to
But
splash
today,
somebody?
they just might be stunning all of you. Allows us to build trusted relationships to provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. The whales here at SeaWorld take an active role in their own health and well-being. Now our whales are able to roll over and show us their tail flukes, and our veterinarians are able to get voluntary blood samples right from that tail. So we're able to always monitor and check up on their health. As you can see on the screen, they're able to slide up onto a scale so we can monitor their weight. We can even get voluntary breath samples right from their blowhole. Now, none of these behaviors would be possible without the relationships we've built day after day right here at SeaWorld. Now, I'd like to take just a minute to talk about a very special whale. This is Makani. Now, Makani is 6 years old and was born right here at SeaWorld San Diego on Valentine's Day. Now his birthday is very fitting because he has worked his way into the hearts of each and every one of his trainers with his fun and playful personality.
I thought it was somebody. They are really close in age. They were born a year away from each other.
We challenge our whales every day to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play help keep our whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states.
That's about.
Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Middle of the pool. Front flip. Back.
Thank you for joining us for Orca Encounter. We hope you gained a great appreciation of these amazing animals. Have a great rest of your evening here at SeaWorld. Bye-bye, everyone.